Hello, Alan, and the rest of the 5 awesome guys. This is the first time I've ever done a video response, and yeah, I don't think I'm going to be very good at it because I've tried to do videos in the past and they were all crap. They were just horrible, so I took them back off. My name is Colin. Did I already say that? I don't know. I'll find out. I'm a professional musician, and that is going to basically color everything that I talk about today. Before anybody gets too excited, I'm a professional classical musician, which means, yeah, most of you probably won't really care about the music that I'm going to talk about. First of all, though, I wanted to say to you, Alan, that I completely agree that computers are detangibilizing our memories. I mean, not that memories are ever tangible, but historically, people have always collected stuff that reminds them of things in the past, but now we save it to the computer. And I think that this is really going to be a problem in the future. Musician point number one. As a musician, and I'm sure for just about every other field of history as well, but for music history, I know for sure that a big part of finding out about the history of certain composers is reading their mail. We find letters that, like, Mozart or Schubert or Wolf have written to friends, to other composers, and all these things. We find all these letters that these composers and other significant people in history have written, and we use that to get an idea of what sort of people they were, what events in their lives influenced the things that they did. But now, everything that we do is email. Like, who writes letters anymore? No, nobody, for the most part, people of my generation and younger, we don't write letters when we talk to somebody, when we send some deep and meaningful message to a friend or something like that. We still put it in an email because that's become the accepted method. And there's nothing wrong with that other than the fact that, our mailbox gets full. We dump it. Or we change accounts because one's getting spammed, and so we just close the old one. A composer who lives now, if he were to become, the next Mozart, most likely all of their correspondence would be in the form of email, which would eventually, most likely, be lost. A huge part of history's tools at figuring out who people were, gone. That's my thing about history and letters, that I completely agree with you. I also wanted to talk about mini-discs that you mentioned, and as somebody who went to college for music, I'm very well acquainted with mini-discs, as are, I think, most college musicians, because it's cheap, you're absolutely right, they're reusable, and they sound decent, especially if you get a good microphone on them. So, yeah, I'm very well acquainted with mini-discs. There are lots of people in the world who know what they look like and use them every single day. I myself don't. I prefer devices like this, purely digital, solid-state recorders. But that's just me. Most of my friends in the music school all use mini-disc players. So yeah, I was going to do the whole thing with all the pieces of tangible history that I could actually touch, but this video is getting really long. And I still have all those clips that I'll put together at some point and upload later. But people always say, make a video just about one thing. So this is my one thing, or two. I've talked about letters and mini-disc players. So I think this video is done. Farewell. I'll probably get the next one up soon.